Welcome to StarBios, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most iconic stars. I'm your host, Casey Gold, and today we're going to embark on a captivating journey through the extraordinary life of Katharine Hepburn, a woman who defied convention and captivated audiences with her unique blend of spirit, talent, and determination. As we step into the world of this legendary actress, we find ourselves in the charming town of Hartford, Connecticut, where Katharine Houghton Hepburn was born on May 12, 1907. The second of 6 children to Thomas Norval Hepburn and Catherine Martha Houghton Hepburn, Kate's early life was marked by a strong sense of family and social responsibility. Her parents, both pioneers in their respective fields, instilled in her the values of independence, self-reliance, and a commitment to social justice. Thomas Hepburn, a successful urologist with a passion for public health, and Katharine Hepburn, a suffragette and women's rights activist, created an environment that encouraged their children to think critically and challenge the status quo. Imagine walking into the Hepburn family home, where the sounds of lively debates, laughter, and music filled the air. The walls were adorned with books, artwork, and mementos from their travels, reflecting the family's love for learning and exploration. Young Kate, as she was affectionately known, grew up surrounded by this stimulating atmosphere, which fostered her curiosity and creativity. Her parents encouraged her to pursue her interests, whether it was playing sports, reading, or putting on amateur theatrical performances with her siblings. The Hepburn family summer home in Fenwick, Connecticut, became a haven for creative expression, where Kate and her siblings would spend hours staging plays, singing, and dancing under the warm sun. Thomas Hepburn's emphasis on education and intellectual curiosity inspired Kate to develop a passion for learning, which would serve her well throughout her life. Her mother, Catherine Martha Hepburn, was a trailblazer in her own right, fighting tirelessly for women's suffrage and equal rights. The stories of her mother's bravery and conviction would later inspire Kate to take on roles that challenged societal norms and pushed the boundaries of what was possible for women. The early 20th century was a time of great social change, with the women's suffrage movement gaining momentum and the rise of progressivism shaping American politics. The Hepburn family was at the forefront of these changes, with Catherine Martha Hepburn playing an active role in the local suffragette movement. This exposure to social activism had a profound impact on young Kate, who began to develop her own strong sense of justice and a desire to make a difference in the world. She would often accompany her mother to rallies and meetings, where she witnessed firsthand the power of collective action and the importance of standing up for one's convictions. As Kate entered her teenage years, she became increasingly fascinated with the performing arts, particularly theater and dance. She attended the Kingswood School in West Hartford, where she excelled academically and developed her skills as a performer. Her parents, recognizing her talent and enthusiasm, encouraged her to pursue her passion for acting. In 1924, Kate enrolled in the prestigious Bryn Mawr College, where she studied drama and began to hone her craft under the guidance of esteemed instructors. The 1920s were a transformative time for American theater, with the rise of experimental companies like the Provincetown Players and the emergence of new playwrights like Eugene O'Neill. Kate's exposure to these innovative artists and their work had a profound impact on her own artistic vision, and she began to develop a unique style that blended traditional technique with a modern, more expressive approach to acting. She was especially drawn to the works of Shakespeare and Ibsen, whose complex female characters resonated deeply with her. One anecdote that stands out from this period is Kate's performance in a production of The Taming of the Shrew at Bryn Mawr. Her portrayal of Kate, the strong-willed and independent heroine, earned her rave reviews from her peers and instructors alike. This experience not only solidified her passion for acting, but also gave her the confidence to pursue a career in the performing arts. From her parents' emphasis on education and social responsibility to her own natural talent and determination, Kate was poised to make a lasting impact on the world of entertainment. As Kate's time at Bryn Mawr came to a close in 1928, she felt an insatiable hunger to make her mark on the world. The quaint, tree-lined streets of Philadelphia seemed to fade into the background as she set her sights on the bright lights and bustling energy of New York City. With a determined glint in her eye, Kate packed her bags and bid farewell to the familiar comforts of college life, ready to take on the challenges of the theater world. The city that never slept was a whirlwind of creative expression, with theaters, music halls, and cabarets sprouting up like mushrooms after a spring rain. Kate dove headfirst into this vibrant scene, performing with various stock companies and honing her craft in front of audiences that ranged from rowdy to refined. Her early days were marked by a string of small roles and fleeting appearances, but she persevered, driven by an unyielding passion for the stage. And then, like a ray of sunlight breaking through the clouds, came her big break, a role in the Broadway production of Night Hostess in 1928. Although the play itself was not a huge commercial success, Kate's performance caught the attention of critics and casting directors alike, who were struck by her unique blend of vulnerability and strength. The reviews were glowing, with one prominent critic praising her luminous presence and uncanny ability to convey the depths of human emotion. As she took her final bow on the last night of the production, Kate knew that she had truly arrived in the city that never slept. The next few years were a whirlwind of auditions, rehearsals, and performances, with Kate slowly but surely making a name for herself in the theater world. One of her earliest breakthroughs came in 1932 when she was cast as Antiope in the Broadway production of The Warrior's Husband. The play was a sweeping epic, set in ancient Greece, and filled with complex characters, poetic language, and epic battles. Kate's portrayal of the strong-willed Amazonian warrior earned her rave reviews, with critics praising her fearless intensity and regal presence on stage. As she stood in the wings, waiting for her cue to enter, Kate felt a surge of adrenaline coursing through her veins. She knew that this role was a defining moment in her career, one that would showcase her range and versatility as an actress. And when she finally stepped into the spotlight, her performance was nothing short of electrifying. The audience was entranced by her commanding presence, hanging on her every word as she brought the character of Antiope to vivid life. The success of The Warrior's Husband led to Kate being noticed by Hollywood talent scouts, who were eager to capitalize on her rising star. Soon, she found herself on a train headed west, bound for the sun-kissed landscapes and glamorous studios of California. The year was 1932, and Kate was about to embark on a journey that would take her to the pinnacle of success in the film industry. Her early years in Hollywood were marked by a series of challenges and successes, as she navigated the treacherous waters of studio politics and learned to adapt to the demands of filmmaking. She made her debut in 1932 with the movie A Bill of Divorcement, starring opposite John Barrymore, in a drama that explored the complexities of family relationships and personal identity. Although the film received mixed reviews, Kate's performance was widely praised, with critics noting her remarkable range and emotional depth. As she settled into life in Hollywood, Kate found herself drawn to the creative community that surrounded her. She formed close relationships with several prominent figures in the film industry, including director George Cukor and actor Spencer Tracy. These friendships would have a lasting impact on her career and personal life, providing her with creative support and emotional sustenance during the ups and downs of her journey. In 1933, Kate starred alongside Cary Grant in the film Sylvia Scarlett, playing the role of a young woman who disguises herself as a man to escape her past. The film's themes of identity and self-discovery resonated deeply with Kate, who had always been drawn to complex, dynamic characters. As she delved into the role, she found herself exploring the nuances of human emotion, probing the depths of her own psyche in search of authenticity. The experience was nothing short of transformative, as Kate discovered new facets of herself and honed her craft in front of the camera. Her performance earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress, solidifying her position as a leading lady in Hollywood. As she walked the red carpet on the night of the awards ceremony, Kate felt a sense of pride and accomplishment wash over her, knowing that she had truly arrived as a star. The mid-1930s saw Kate forming close bonds with several other prominent figures in the film industry, including actors Katharine Hepburn and Carole Lombard. These friendships were built on a foundation of mutual respect and admiration, as well as a shared passion for creative expression. Together, They formed a circle of artistic innovators, pushing the boundaries of storytelling and exploring new ways to bring characters to life on screen. In 1935, Kate starred in the film Alice Adams, playing the role of a young woman from a working-class family who falls in love with a wealthy suitor. The movie was a critical and commercial success, with Kate's performance earning her widespread acclaim. As she accepted the accolades that followed, Kate knew that she had truly found her place in the world of Hollywood, where she could use her talents to inspire and uplift audiences. The next few years were a whirlwind of activity, as Kate appeared in a string of successful films, including Stage Door and Bringing Up Baby. She worked with some of the most prominent directors of the era, including George Cukor and Howard Hawks, and formed close relationships with her co-stars, including Cary Grant and James Stewart. As the 1940s gave way to the 1950s, Katharine Hepburn's career continued to soar, with iconic films like The Philadelphia Story and Adam's Rib, cementing her status as a Hollywood legend. Her personal life also underwent significant changes, including a long-term relationship with Spencer Tracy that would last until his death in 1967. This romance, which blossomed on the set of Woman of the Year, was marked by a deep emotional connection and mutual respect, despite the fact that Tracy never divorced his wife due to his Catholic faith. The secrecy surrounding their relationship only added to the allure, with Hepburn often accompanying Tracy to public events while maintaining a discreet distance. As she navigated the complexities of her personal life, Hepburn remained committed to her craft, taking on a wide range of roles that showcased her remarkable versatility. She threw herself into each character, immersing herself in their world and psyche with an intensity that bordered on obsession. Her preparation was meticulous, involving hours of research, rehearsal, and self-reflection. This dedication paid off, as she delivered performances that were at once nuanced, captivating, and deeply human. In the 1960s and 1970s, Hepburn appeared in a string of critically acclaimed films, including Long Day's Journey into Night and The Lion in Winter. These roles allowed her to tap into her own emotional depths, exploring themes of family, love, and mortality with unflinching honesty. Her performances earned her numerous awards and nominations, solidifying her position as one of the greatest actresses of all time. As she grew older, Hepburn became increasingly selective about her roles, choosing projects that allowed her to explore complex characters and themes. One notable example of this was her 1966 film, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?, which tackled the sensitive topic of interracial marriage with sensitivity and humor. Hepburn's portrayal of Christina Drayton, a progressive mother navigating the complexities of social change, earned her an Academy Award nomination and cemented her reputation as a fearless and forward-thinking artist. Another standout performance was her 1968 film, The Lion in Winter, where she played the role of Eleanor of Aquitaine, the strong-willed and cunning queen of medieval England. Hepburn's commanding presence and masterful delivery brought depth and nuance to the character, earning her an Academy Award for Best Actress. One of Hepburn's most notable later works was her 1981 film, On Golden Pond, which earned her an Academy Award for Best Actress at the age of 74. This remarkable achievement marked a triumphant milestone in her career, as she continued to inspire audiences with her talent and dedication. As she looked back on her life, Hepburn reflected on the importance of perseverance and passion, saying, "If you always do what interests you, at least one person is pleased." This philosophy had guided her throughout her career, as she continually sought out new challenges and pushed herself to grow as an artist. As the years went by, Hepburn's health began to decline, but she remained active and engaged, continuing to work on film projects and advocate for social causes. She became a vocal supporter of women's rights and environmental issues, using her platform to raise awareness and inspire action. Despite her physical limitations, Hepburn's spirit remained unbroken, as she continued to inspire those around her with her wit, intelligence, and unwavering commitment to her values. Katharine Hepburn passed away on June 29, 2003, at the age of 96, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire and influence new generations of actors, filmmakers, and audiences around the world. Her films remain timeless classics, celebrated for their memorable characters, unforgettable performances, and exploration of universal themes. Today, Katharine Hepburn is remembered as a trailblazing actress, a true Hollywood icon who broke molds and pushed boundaries throughout her remarkable career. Her influence can be seen in countless actresses who have followed in her footsteps, from Meryl Streep to Emma Stone. Her commitment to her craft, her willingness to take risks, and her unwavering dedication to her art continue to inspire us all, reminding us that with hard work, determination, and a passion for what we do, we can achieve greatness in our own lives. That's all for today's StarBios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold, reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.